guys, Eddie67716 here with my 13th, and hopefully not unluckiest, tutorial on how to survive in Minecraft. Now in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to build a villager breeder, and maybe even some railway track to get the villagers to the breeder. Okay, so what I've got here is a bunch of cobblestone, and some glass, and a hoe and seeds, because the idea this is going to work is I'm going to use doors to trick the game that there are lots of homes built there. It says that this machine I'm building is a village. So what that means is that if villagers get enough bread, which they get from farming wheat themselves, they will start to breed, and then they'll make babies, and then you can trade with the villagers once they grow up, and can get cool things like cool enchantments, and even emeralds. Yes, definitely emeralds. Emeralds are good. Emeralds are the currency in Minecraft. You can't get too much emeralds. They're like one of the best things in Minecraft, along with diamonds. Which is fine, because in villager currency, diamonds, about 5 to 8 equal 1 emerald. So isn't that a little bit wrong? Another thing you're going to need for this thing, for this machine I'm building, is a lot of dirt, because you need dirt to make farms. And I've got here a 18 by 9 block dirt platform, which I'm going to make into this new farm for my villagers. And here I've got 2 places to place the water. So just like when I built the farm in my second tutorial, it's going to be basically the same idea, except there's going to be cobblestone instead of a fence and glass for a roof, and this is going to house heaps of villagers for trading, because like I said, emeralds are good. Another thing that is important is you want to build your machine at least 80 blocks from the nearest door, because if you do build it any close, it might mess up the villager system. And if you want to convert it into an iron golem spawn, the iron golems will spawn somewhere in the middle of the doors, because they're spawning averagely in the middle location between the doors. So you're going to have it 80 blocks away at least. So if you press F3 or function F3 if you have a Mac, you can go to the location of the door, which here the X location says it's on negative 178. Now for me, that would have to be at least 98 negative at its location, which I'll show you. Okay, so I'll come back to my farm, and the coordinates here are about here. This is where I'll start building the doors, and wow, it's exactly 80 blocks. Well, that was close. Okay, so to start this build, I'm going to start by building a 3-block high cobblestone wall by jumping and placing the cobblestone like this. You can only do it 2 blocks at a time, or you could build a little ledge and do the last 2 blocks on top of everything. Okay, I finished off my wall. As you can see, the sun's going down, and if you guys remember, if a light level is 7 or less, zombies will spawn. So to stop zombies from spawning here, which would kill off all your villagers, and that would just be bad, you gotta place torches at different intervals. I like to place them around the middle of the water and the corners, and somewhere right split in the middle between the 4-block mark. I'll put 2 here. This is just cause you don't want zombies eating your villagers, and that would just be all your hard work going down the drain, especially all those things. Okay, so that's this done, so I'm gonna have to place a door here later on. Oh dear, it's night time and I better get home. Hope there aren't any monsters out tonight, because that would be bad. Because I had a creeper blow up my door, and uh-oh, there are creepers now. Well, I had a creeper blow up my door, and you can see it hasn't been completely repaired yet, so I'm gonna have to go to bed now. Good, I got to bed. And now I'm just gonna show you how to build an iron door, because it has to be an iron door, since villagers would open the wood door and escape. And building iron door is exactly the same, except it's iron ingots to get the 3 doors. Oh, a spider! I'll kill you, spider! No, I'm killing you. Ah yes, I got your eye as a trophy. And don't you even think about helping your little friend over there. Oh, I'm feeling a little on my game right now. I'll take this creeper. Good. And gunpowder? Oh, another creeper. I don't want to get hit by him. You just dodged my arrow! I'll get you! There we go. Okay, so now I've just rigged up this system where you have buttons to press the iron door so you can go straight in and out, so you can make your little errands with the villagers. So now I'm gonna have to plow this field like a tractor. Yeah, it's terrible. And now it's time to sow the seed, which is fine because I won't be reaping this, the villagers will be. So, if I'm gonna reap what I've sowed, how will I reap this? Oh yes, emeralds, that's of course, because as I just said, emeralds are good. And I just can't underestimate how good they are. You can get very cool enchantments from the librarian villagers. Ooh, an arachnid. I've got a point to make with you. Now follow me. Punch. Go on, spider. I've got a game to play with you. It's called... Ooh, spiky. Now look at this. It's a cactus. Come here, come here right near the cactus. I've got to get you. Ah, I killed him. Well, I think he got the point. But I've just obliterated all my seeds and it's still not full. So I'll just go straight on to the next stage, which will be to fill, about the first 3 blocks, I'll leave for where I'm going to place all the doors. But the rest, I'm going to put glass over it to protect the villagers, so no zombies can fall in from the roof. Okay, now that I've got the glass placed, I'm going to place the cobblestone. So I'm going to emulate houses using doors with blocks placed on top. And like I said, we'll trick the game to say this place is a village. And that's and you need it to protect a lot of doors to make the villagers breed. So you need about 3 doors for every villager. So if I have about, I think about 18 times 3 doors, that will have about 18 villagers. So I'll have to upsize later on if I need more villagers, but now I'm gonna start making all the doors to place everywhere. Okay, now I'm gonna start placing all the doors. Maybe I should have made 24, but I'll start by looking below in the direction of the place and place all the doors until I reach the end of the glass, and then, oh, I only made 1 amount of the doors. This is going to take a lot of doors. But I'll place... And then on top of the doors, you have to shift while jump. And then you can place your first block. And then just continue placing your blocks from there. And then you got to repeat this about 4 times. No, 3 times. Because I've already repeated it once. And then that should be good. And then it will be time to start getting the villagers here. Okay, now that I've got the 4 rows of doors placed, it will be time to think of how to get the villagers here. Now, I have a plan, which I sort of referred to in my last tutorial, but I'm going to show you how to use minecarts and build railways. Okay, so it's nighttime, and I'm going to have to go to bed first, because you know what it's like. Creepers everywhere. Ugh, all the mending you need to do. Remember, creepers love destroying your house. So you've always got to be on the lookout. And it's best to have an emergency exit, like the trapdoor I built in my 9th tutorial there. Okay, good night, y'all. Okay, now it's time to build the first railway. Now, I'll show you all the crafting recipes you're going to need to know. Firstly, I'll get some sticks ready. Now, to make normal track, you need iron in the first column, and in the last column with sticks in the middle, and that gives you track. I'll just take about 2 stacks for now. And you also need activator rails, which you make by gold in the column, sticks in the middle, and redstone around the sides. I'll take 30 now. And then you're going to need minecarts. Now, to build a minecart, you have to almost follow the cauldron recipe, but have a row of iron at the bottom, iron in the middle left and middle right, and that gives you a minecart. Now I'm going to need about 2 of these, and minecarts can't be stacked. So I need 2 villagers. Now one of the villagers I'm going to need is a farmer. But now we got to think of how to power the activator rails. So they need a redstone power. For this I'll probably use... which one would be better, redstone torch or levers? I always levers because they can be used in more cases. And now it's time to start construction on the railway. I'm gonna have my own railway. I'm gonna tell them what to do, tell my minecarts whether they're really useful or not. And then you're gonna have trouble with your minecarts with chests, because they're always troublesome. Okay, I'll start off by building the terminus, where all the villagers are gonna fall into their new home, with some activator rails. Now, how minecarts work is when they go over activator rails, it speeds them up, and then as they go over normal track, they slow down to a halt. So it's best to have activator roads going uphill so they don't slow down and start going the other way. And downhill it's fine to use normal track. And to place the track, all you have to do is right click it as you go along. Like this, like so. And then you gotta be careful with the turns. You can just make turns by placing them right. Now, if you want to make a junction, you can put a turn like this and use the lever to divert the direction, so it's good for making junctions. So I'm just going to continue this railway till I reach the terminus. And remember to always place a few activator rails every few blocks to keep the railway running smoothly. Now I've got a few more rails placed, I can show you something else. If you want to test your track, you can just place a minecart and push it along to see if it needs any more rails. But so it seems like these hills need more rails, so you have to kill minecarts by clicking them repeatedly, so you gotta always check your line to see if it's good enough. Another thing you can do once you have enough track is to test it out yourself. Now I'll just put the minecart here by right clicking it, and then when you right click the minecart you mount it. Now I'll turn this rail on, and then I'll show you the rail I made so far. It's a bit like a roller coaster, you go up and you go down. And that's another good thing about Minecraft, you can make constant roller coasters, and they can be up and down. You can make all sorts of tricks with minecarts. You can make them fall down little bits of space, and it's one of the finer things you can do in Minecraft. So that's my track so far. It's so fun I have to do it again. Wee-hoo! Sometimes, as you build your railway, you look back at the achievement you've made as you gaze into the sunset going over the desert hill. And you sleep hoping you don't have to do this for many more days. This is a monotonous job. I mean, really, who wants to be a railway builder all their life? Let me just show you a little hazard you sometimes come by. You see the sand? Now, sand generally falls, but this sand is somehow standing up. So let me show you the problem. If you place something on the sand, like you were going to continue a track, boom! It will fall down. So beware of supporting unsupported sand. That can cause lots of trouble. So there may be more, but this is safe to build. So never walk on unsupported sand, and place something, or you could fall to a nasty death, and even worse, lava. Like that. Imagine if you were on top of there and you fell down there. Well, you would have been safe, but it would have been scary all the same. I probably should have mentioned this before, but if you want to test a tiny bit of track, you can just toggle this off, because you get very bad friction on these and you stop almost immediately. So if you only need to test like 1 to 2 groups of activators, you can toggle the third one off. So that will help you in testing whether your part of the track works. Oh, I've been working on the railway all the livelong days. I wish I don't have to do this longer, 'cause it wears my feet all the way. Well, my fingers at least. Night 2, building the railways. And I really miss all my dogs, even my cattle, and even the spiders and the creepers. Okay, maybe not the spiders. And maybe not the creepers. I'm also going to give you guys some small lessons in inertia and momentum. It's easy to push a minecart, but when you're in it, it's a little bit harder to push it while you're in it, because it's hard to get yourself moving. And minecarts, they will move fast, but then they slow down quicker. However, if you're in them, they don't really slow down at all. That's momentum and inertia. Night 3, and I've started asking myself questions. Like, why are the stars so beautiful at night? Even in this not real world, the real world stars are even better. Why do the monsters only spawn at night? Why does inertia exist? And why am I obliterating my entire inventory of iron? I've used it all up on these rails! And don't even get started on the gold! Really? I run out of all my non-powered rails. Well, maybe I could go 22 blocks closer, but I'm inside the village and I've just about run out of track. I'll just run tests and maybe I'll have to mine more iron. Well, since I found this cave deposit right next to my railway, I'll do some iron mining here to make up for the resources and be able to finish off my railway. But I'll still have to go back for the gold. These guys seem to be resilient to the sun. They resisted. They resisted. My husk. I got an idea. No, I missed. There you go. Gotcha. But now I'm gonna get hungry. Look what else has seemed to take pride in coming in my track. Well, I'll show him! No creepers blow up this track! Look, Mr. Cow. Be off. This is a future site of a track. I don't want you stopping trains. And a bad thing happened to me. I came back home to mine, and now it's nighttime. And there are things everywhere. There's zombies, there are creepers, and everything. Oh no, creeper! Oh wait, I've seen this happen before. Isn't Stu? Oh, he's after me. Oh, he went under the door. Silly creeper. Wait a minute. If he's going under there, that means I can't go to bed. There's only one way for this. The emergency exit. Slime! Slime! Uh-oh. I do not want my house blowing up today. Oh, this is terrible. This is appalling. Slime! Creeper! What next? Oh yes! This! Zombie! Oh no. I gotta kill these creatures before it's too late. Yeek! Oh! No! No! Of course this was bound to happen. Well, what I can do now is repair the damage in the morning. But now I have to kill the zombie who's picked up a slime ball. I wonder what he wanted to do with that. Maybe he likes collecting them. Or he has sticky pin sting. I don't know. Zombies are stupid. But I've just about finished my track. I didn't have enough activator rails, so I'm gonna have to push the villagers back to the place. So, now you're gonna need a farmer villager so he can harvest the crops, which is one the brown robed, and just any other villager of your choice. Now, villagers, they may have the looks of Squidward, but they have the mind of Patrick. They are stupid and are not really very trustable. I think I have a plan. I extended the track a little bit more because I thought it might be used to it. So now I'm going to push these villagers into the mine carts, hoping I don't get into the cactus. And you just have to push them in little biffs. And you have to try to get them on a downhill slope. And if you go up here, you're gonna have to flatten it out and use slabs because they won't automatically jump. So I'll herd you here. Come on, no, this way. Because I don't want you to get eaten by zombies. Oh, this is monotonous. Okay, I think I've got 2 villagers. So now I've got them. I don't have any farmers, but I'll just do with what I've got. So now I'm just gonna shunt them back down to my new little place. This will be difficult, but I'll manage. I hope. Just push them along. It'll be much. No, I don't want to go this way. Oh great, this is gonna be harder than I thought. I managed to get those stubborn villagers over the activator rails. So now, after a huge railway, lots of mining, and some villager herding, I hope I can call it an episode. Finally, this railway is finished. The transcontinental from my home to the village is complete. Now I just gotta keep my eye out for any possible alternates, and I need to kill them. Such a long day it seems to me. I finally got it done. Reminds me of a song to a villager. There once was villagers, game was and yes, he blow. And now there's no more Farmer Joe. Well, okay, I'm just late, but still. The point is, I got it done, I hope. And now I can enjoy this trip back home, and then I can use this railway for further trips to the village, so that I kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't have enough rail to do it. I'll have to recycle this one, or just push him on. There we go. Now he can join his fellow villager in the farm. I did it! I did it! I did it! I finally got the villagers in. This is so good. Now I just have to destroy the minecarts out destroying the villagers, which is terrible now. I've hit a villager as against my code of honor, but I'm gonna have to start manually since I don't have farmers. But if you manage to get farmers, they should start harvesting the crops automatically. Now I just gotta fill this hole and then fix up this farm, and that's the farm done. Oops. Okay, so finally, it is the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't like it, please leave a like. If you want to see some more from me, you can please subscribe. And this is the end. This is the very end. The ending of endings. Ain't that right, puppy dog? Yeah? You agree? Good.